Dinosaurs dominated the planet for a hefty 160 million years, battling each other in an intense evolutionary race. Nobody wanted to end up as lunch after all. This race led to dinos evolving into big, indestructible monsters that no one could destroy except... A threat came from outer space. A huge asteroid wiped the giant reptiles out. So what happened next? Let's dive in. Let's go. Right, here's Earth a couple million years post-dino extinction. The planet recovered from the asteroid hit long ago. Most critters over 10 kilograms were wiped out. The world was left to small mammals that previously lived in the shadows of the dinos, trying their best to stay unnoticed. Due to their small size, mammals needed a lot less food to survive than dinos. Also, they were way better at hiding from bad weather. These survival traits helped mammals outlast mass extinction and sparked an evolution race among them to dominate the food chain and ensure survival. This led to the emergence of a new beast 30 million years after dino disappearance, the entelodont, aka hell pig. This hippo-sized pig-like beast was one of the fiercest animals ever seen on Earth. Entelodonts were pretty aggressive, even more so during mating season. Mating fights led to some serious injuries. These hell pigs topped the food chain with deadly jaws and terrifying teeth, perfect for tearing off big chunks of meat. It's thought that these monsters pounced on unsuspecting prey, knocking them down and biting. Also, an entelodont could easily snatch a kill from other predators like the hyenodont, who stood no chance against this beast. Stealing food is way easier than hunting and killing it yourself. But hell pigs weren't picky eaters. They ate anything eatable in the fast-changing world, a major reason behind their survival success. For millions of years, the entelodont roamed North America's wastelands, fearless and devouring everything in sight. Probably the bloodthirstiest beast on the planet. No one could dethrone this terror, a reign that could have lasted millions more years if not for Mother Earth. 25 million years ago, the Miocene era started. It got really cold on Earth, and North America, home to the entelodonts, began to change. With a drier climate, forests dwindled and vast fields took over. When plant food dwindled, a mass extinction began. To survive, animals had to trek long distances looking for food, chasing different species. Lots died, even hyenodonts started to disappear. The hell pig often stole their food, so its fate was uncertain, but evolution didn't give up and turned the hell pig into a giant beast. The new version grew to about 2 meters. Its gigantic size let the pig travel much further to find prey and kill bigger animals. The pig kept its tank-like body and sprinter's legs, becoming even stronger and more terrifying. Scientists called it Daedon, dreadful pig, so dreadful it got a nickname, the Terminator pig. It was a monster among monsters, with a primitive brain and ran on pure instinct, a real killing machine. But 5 million years later, monstrous predators, Amphicyonidae aka bear dogs, showed up in North America, truly nightmarish creatures. Imagine an animal made of the deadliest parts of a lion, wolf and bear. That's what the bear dog was like. It wasn't just a predator, it was a super predator, unmatched among mammals. Bear dogs ruled for several million years. These creatures migrated from China and Mongolia, crossing the Bering Strait into North America. They ate their way through, quickly displacing the remaining hyenodonts, who were helpless and eventually went extinct. The bear dog was unstoppable, rapid, resilient, and powerful. When bear dogs eradicated the hyenodons in North America, they were left with just one competitor, Daedon. Unlike the primitive brain Daedon, bear dogs were smarter. Their brains were better developed. Even one bear dog could easily steal Daedon's prey and chase it off. As a result, bear dogs gradually pushed the daeodons, which were also beaten by the drying climate and decreasing prey, making it difficult for such a large organism to survive. In the end, the daeodons went extinct. All the animals I've talked about lived mostly in North America and Eurasia. None ever ventured to South America, which was isolated by the ocean. Another predator reigned there, a dinosaur that survived an asteroid clash and evolved into a massive, terrible bird, Phorus racos. For millions of years, this horror ruled, putting fear into the land mammals of North America. That was the only time a bird was the scariest predator on the continent. The powerful long legs of these monsters made them great runners. Some scientists blame Phorus racids for wiping out hoofed-native ungulates. Phorus racids were like war machines with very strong claws and a powerful beak. Terrifying birds pecked their prey to death with vertical beak strikes. Like an axe, they were clever and quick. No one could stand against them. But 5 million years ago, volcanic eruptions formed the Isthmus of Panama, connecting North and South America. In time, Phorus racids crossed it. In the new land, they found plenty of new prey, but also strong competitors like wolves and legendary smilodons weighing 300 kilograms, who invaded South America and pushed Phorus racids back. Smilodons were the strongest and largest cats ever. These killers with incredible strength and huge sharp fangs ruled North and South America for 2 million years. The powerful jaw and hunting skills made the saber-toothed tiger extremely dangerous. Smilodons hunted mastodons, bison, young mammoths, and sometimes horses. They also loved the so-called macrocenia animals. Smilodons ambushed, attacking like modern lionesses. Interesting point, when catching prey, they didn't immediately sink their fangs in to avoid breaking them, as they were quite fragile. So predators pinned their prey down first and only then sunk in their teeth. It was a terrible killing tool. They blocked blood flow and crushed the trachea. One bite and the prey died. For Smilodons, it was crucial to kill and eat quickly, as there were many competing predators. For example, a large pack of wolves could easily steal their food, or Phorus racids could snatch a piece of carrion. Plus, they were even more serious opponents. Like the massive American lion, a terrifying beast with a giant short-faced bear. The largest bear ever, one of the biggest mammal predators that roamed the earth. It could easily toss around 3 Smilodons. There were also giant sloths and megatherium. These monsters with huge claws grew up to 6 meters and weighed more than an elephant. They could easily kill a saber-toothed tiger with one strike. Tiny bones under their skin acted like chain mail. But not with a megatherium. The adults of those critters were literally unbeatable. Sometimes megatheriums spiked their diet with carrion, killing whoever got in their way. As you see, the Melodon got lucky with its saber-like teeth that let it kill quick before any competition. Saber-toothed tigers were successful hunters, only dying out 10,000 years ago when their world changed too much. Huge forests turned into grassy prairies. Mammoths, giant sloths, and other grazers started dying off, with fewer big animals to hunt, and them being harder to find. Most of them were out in open fields, where sneaking up without getting caught got super hard, and hunters started dying off too. Around the same time, most of these so-called dire wolves died out, followed by giant short-faced bears. Honestly, no one knows exactly why the Melodons died out. This happened right when North and South America got other scary and unbeatable predators. These predators were super innovative and sneaky. Humans. Some researchers think they wiped out the last saber-toothed tigers. Many even believe people helped kill off the mammoths, the biggest herbivores of that time. Although most scientists think human roles overrated and climate change was key. Climate changed and food became scarce. 30,000 years ago, the world was going through an ice age. Life got super harsh, even for ice-adapted mammoths. Despite their fur growing longer each winter, these giants had to travel miles to lower hills to escape the cold. Even with that protection in some zones yearly, these giants had to engage in long trips. They would head south to mountain foothills to avoid the cold wind. Small groups joined into huge herds, trekking together to better spots where other threats lived. Like another type of human, Neanderthals. Neanderthals were expert mammoth hunters. They had multiple hunting techniques. They'd lay low, scare the animals with torches at night and herd them towards a cliff, since they had poor night vision. Obviously, these poor animals fell off the cliff, and with just one hunt, Neanderthals got tons of meat. Disabling but alive mammoths were put down below. Pre-Neanderthals also did same with deer 300,000 years back, but mammoth hunting carried much more risks. It often ended in death for many hunters, but something had to be eaten, so the risk was warranted. Carcasses of killed beasts were consumed by these ancient humans. So they would gobble down the dead animal. Used it all, nothing was wasted, ate the meat, covered up with the skins, even used bones to make shelter. Neanderthals were great hunters, which helped them survive for hundreds of thousands of years. They were shorter than modern humans, had about 30% more muscle, real powerhouses. We share an ancestor around 500 to 700 years ago. As with many Ice Age animals, Neanderthals had big noses to warm the air before breathing it, lowered cold risk. These hunters stayed in the same valleys all year round, getting through harsh winters in caves. Amazingly, they started their sexual lives at 8, being mature, and many girls had babies at 9 to 10 years old. Not surprising though, their life expectancy was only 23 years. The last ice age hit them hard. They started dying off. Modern humans invading their territory didn't help. Some Neanderthals were killed, some interbred with us. After a few thousand years, Neanderthals disappeared, but our species thrived and quickly took over. Soon, no predator on Earth could challenge humans. For millions of years, evolution bets were on speed, size, big sharp teeth, thinking that'd increase survival and dominance. But all these fierce creatures died off for different reasons. Only human evolution played the intelligence card and won. Intelligence proved much more efficient than muscle mass and huge jaws with big teeth. Humans, having the gift of intelligence, became almost invincible and quickly rose to the top of the food chain. While other animals always had to adapt to their environment, humans began to adapt the environment to suit themselves. High intelligence was such an efficient survival tool that humans even survived the strong ice age, which many animals, including mammoths, couldn't. Today, humanity might even be able to handle a space threat that killed off the dinosaurs. And in 200 years, after colonizing new planets, as many futurists claim, humans won't be threatened by anything. After dinosaurs died out, the evolutionary race between mammals led to beings that nothing and nobody can destroy.